So I bought these invisible socks the other day. Have you ever heard of those?
Never heard of invisible socks.
They're like, because I wear a lot of shorts and I don't like my socks to be showing outside of my shoes.
Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah,
I know
you
that.
know what I mean? I bought 3 pairs of them.
And only one fits?
No, all of them have fucking disappeared.
Where'd they go?
I don't know. Are they actually invisible?
The washing machine goblin got them.
Well,
For sure.
Like, I've made all the kids lined up. I've checked their pockets. I've checked their drawers. I've checked the washing machine, dryer. We've even got a spare sock tub. I can't find these things anywhere.
I swear my socks go missing all the fucking time.
I can understand losing one, but there was 3 pairs of socks and they've just disappeared into thin air. Needless to say, I had to go to Kmart to buy some more. And
I like where this is going.
So, I've already told you this story, but yeah, I'm standing in the aisle at Kmart and I get this bit of a gurgle in my stomach and I'm like, oh, uh-oh. Science experiment gone wrong here. And yeah, I've had to release some pressure and then the smell hits my nose and the missus just had a baby 2 months ago, you know, she's got the pram in front of me, I'm trying to usher her to go backwards and then a family comes around the corner, I'm like, what we're going to have to backtrack through this, babe, like, because she's
Your
like,
poor child.
she's like, why are you trying to get me to go backwards? I'm like, you'll know in a second, okay? Just trust me. And then she's walked through the cloud and she's like, you're a fucking monster. I'm like, I know, I'm sorry. And we've gone around into the next aisle. I'm just screaming into my hands. I'm laughing so hard, like, and then I can see all the people fleeing the aisle as it hits them as well. Like, nobody says a word. They
just smell it.
I've got tears running down my face.
And that's from the smell of the onion from your fart.
That's right. That's the mustard bomb that I've just dropped.
I taught your kid to fucking
You did teach him to
crop dust. How's that going?
He hasn't hit me with any yet.
Oh.
I'm sure he's using it somewhere.
He fucking used it on us when we rocked up last time. So, crop dust.
Yeah, I've sort of put a few things in motion as well. Like, you'll know that you've been crop dusted when you see him cutting it off behind his backside. You know, he's walked through the room. He doesn't want to take it any further. Chop it off, leaving it there. Enjoy.
That's gold.
So we're going to have a news segment starting this episode. You've been getting a bit of love on the Twitter and other social media platforms, and you want to send a big shot back.
Yeah, man, to a very special hype man.
The hype man?
Hype man.
You don't mean the Call of Duty camp guard?
I definitely mean the Call of Duty camp guard.
Good old War Pig. Well, how do you want to celebrate his friendship?
Well, we said that we'd neck a beer with him.
With him?
Well, we said that we'd raise a pint with him.
Okay, well, we're just going to have to do it without him.
Yeah. Well, I was going to buy Budweiser while I was there. I was like, you know what? There's only one thing.
Don't lower yourself.
I know. I'll never drink Budweiser.
Anyway, here's to you, War Pig.
Uncompress it. Like, I see a lot of people doing these skull things and they like swill it around as they throw it back.
Get the vortex going.
Yeah, straight down the back of the throat.
And anyway, one beer down for you, War Pig. I can't help you on the other one.
So to change the subject about the fact that I can't scull a beer, you had some pretty interesting news. Seems you're talking about farting and leaving a hazardous wasteland behind you.
Oh, I feel like probably not safe to go back to Kmart in that aisle for a little while.
Oh, hell no.
Much like a bit of a disaster that happened quite a while ago now, but it's still pretty bad. Chernobyl. And I saw an article where they're rehoming the dogs from Chernobyl.
How do they rehome dogs from Chernobyl?
Well, that's what I'm like. In my mind, they just yeah, boy. Like, obviously, you can't go in there, can you? It's still radioactive.
Well, they do like tours and stuff, so maybe they picked them up on one of those. They're really dangerous tours, but you can definitely go in there.
Okay, I don't really have a death wish.
I just really have this bad image. Like, I've watched enough hentai to know what happens to mutated things, like dogs with tentacles for mouths and... And speaking of dogs with tentacles and shit like that...
When I picture the dogs, I picture them more being like flesh rotted, you know, like a bit of a zombie kind of dog, you know. Like,
not your average hot dog.
No,
that's for sure.
A bit like I Am Legend, those kind of dogs.
No, they're fucking shit. Get that image out of my head right the fuck now.
But yeah, speaking of zombies, Dead Island 2's back on the agenda according to the developers.
But didn't they, like, cancel it?
They cancelled it, I'm pretty sure. Well, they must have just put it, like, very hard on the back burner.
Very hard, like, everybody, we've cancelled the game.
But yeah, the CEO of Nordic has come out and said, yeah, stay tuned. There might be something at E3.
There might be something at E3. When's E3? Is that like a couple of... Probably next week or this week or...
Jeez.
I'm pretty sure I took holidays right at the right time.
What are you on holidays?
I'm on holidays next week.
Mate, you're unbelievable.
What can I say? But that's pretty good. I mean, we've got Dying Light 2 coming out.
I know. I'm still chomping at the bit.
When that comes out, the map, I read today, the map is 4 times larger than the map that they had.
And it was pretty big, Dying Light's map. Like, it had, like, how many? 2, 3 different zones?
Yeah. And, like, that's not including all the DLC and bullshit. Actually, to be honest with you, I wouldn't mind giving their Battle Royale. You know how they came out with a Battle Royale mode?
Oh, yeah, Bad Blood. Is that it? No, it never came out on console. That's why I didn't play it. PC only.
I was watching another video of somebody else who was playing the beta. That would have been fun as shit.
Yeah. I never really got into, like, the invasions and things like that. It was more of an inconvenience for me when that happened.
Yeah.
Like, I'm, like, trying to do my mission and then it'd be like, Invader. I'm like, now I don't know how to do this. So
yeah, how do you fight an invader?
I'm just going to waste 5 minutes. And it turns out you had to kill the nests, but I was never able to do it.
I just turned that shit off.
Yeah.
There was an option there to turn it off. I definitely turned it off.
I must have missed it. Yeah, frustrating.
I'm glad it was frustrating. Because I was the one invading your fucking privacy the other day. Ooh.
Hey-o.
Put me foot in your fucking garage door.
Trying to sell me solar panel, you piece of shit.
Speaking of Battle Royale games, you were informing me of a guy that instead of, Battle Royale, you jump into a house, you loot it full of fucking shit. And you take everything and you move on to the next spot. Well, this guy's...
He's broken into a house in Massachusetts and he's just cleaned it all up, apparently.
So instead of looting the place, he's gone in, tidied up the dunny roll and left a nice little rose by the looks of it.
Yeah, he's made the shit paper into a nice flower.
Dude's like secretly on the side is a what do they call those things? Where they fold paper.
Origami.
Yeah, the guy's secretly an origami like genius or...
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that.
No. Go to a 5-star hotel, you just get the corners of your toilet paper rolled up.
Yeah, that's it. At least like that. Why don't we do that at home, That's like a nice little...
What? Break into our own home and then clean it up?
I mean just like fold the corners on your toilet roll.
Smash through a window just like, hey, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to clean this fucking room up.
I feel like that would almost like settle the over-under debate, like, because that's half the problem is why people get frustrated is you go to grab, like, you can't see the end of the toilet roll, you give it a spin, and it's still not there.
In Australia, do you know why we go under?
I go over, boy. What are you talking about?
I go over as well, but why we're meant to go under? No. It's because the spiders. You can see the spiders. If you grab it and pull it towards you, you can see the fucking spider.
The land down under.
In the land down under. Where women go and men chunder. Are you really having a good time unless you've like tack-yacked at least 3 times?
I've never tacked yak.
Really?
Anytime I've ever yacked, it's been legit. Like just alcohol poisoning.
Just like moderate over consumption of alcohol.
Yeah.
Now look at you. You started from nothing. Well, you started from one follower.
I feel like Drake.
And now you've hit 19. And like, you're not even doing anything for it.
No, they don't even talk to anybody.
No.
They're just like, it's because I put a picture of my beautiful face on there.
Yeah, they're like, oh my God.
Just frothing over the beard.
Like, they're trying to work out if you're the bearded lady or...
There was 2 campaigns going in the last Beercast. One to get as many likes as they can, and the other one is like, don't like for it because we love his mustache too much.
Yeah, well, then maybe that's why we didn't hit 50. So unfortunately, because of certain aspects of us not hitting 50 by the time we've recorded this Beercast, Bully gets to keep his illustrious beard.
I was a little bit nervous for a minute when it started to go up.
Yeah, like it hit 26 in a day, and it's like, oh, calm down.
Yeah, I know. I was ready to leave the country. I was just going to shave my beard and disguise myself.
I was like, do I have to like shave mine and just Photoshop it to your face or...
Not with those bird lips.
Fuck off. Them big fuck off lips. What's going on, Big Bird? You son of a bitch. For those of you that don't know, we just touch tips. That's what it sounds like down under.
Did you know, like, well, you probably do. I feel like this is probably common knowledge at this stage, but if you stare at the other person's elbow while you're high-fiving, you can't miss.
Nah, fuck off.
No, you, like...
Yeah, really? Yeah. Stare at my elbow, I'll stare at yours. Sucked in.
You did that deliberately. If you're trying to high-five, you cannot miss. Like, if... Look, you cannot miss.
I'm not looking at your fucking elbow.
I'm looking at yours, though.
I'm not.
See?
Wow, look at those spikes. We're going to have to put a fucking... Sorry to anyone that was wearing headphones while that was going on.
Turn your volume down. Oh, yeah, that's a fun fact, I guess.
Turn your volume down and your spikes like just disappear. Just like, turn your volume down. Free real estate.
I hate it when like something pops into your head and then it just goes straight out the other side.
Yeah,
and
that's
like,
fucking...
what was I gonna say?
Every time we do a Beercast, I'm just like, you say something, I'm like, fuck, I'll hold on to that because you're still talking. You talk for like another 10 seconds and it's gone. Yep, fucking what?
You know what rhymes with...
You know what rhymes with...
Fact?
What? Fiction.
Life hack. It's that time.
Somehow I feel like we should bring the news that would bring into the life hack that would help out.
You know what rhymes with fact?
What?
Crocodile attack.
Oh, look out.
Did you see, like, it's so relevant after last Beercast, you know, people were joking on me about, you couldn't get away from a crocodile.
Yeah. What
happened this week?
A lady had her wine collection demolished.
By an alligator, probably related to a crocodile.
I just want to point out, if that was in Australia, that wine collection would be worth $13.
Oh, it would be. It would have been a cask.
Yeah, it would have just been a whole bunch of goon bags just hanging around.
Some fruity Alexia.
Fuck yeah. Get that in your $3 fucking wine bottles.
But yeah, I feel like maybe people are starting to come around and realise that this is a real threat. And
who was it that said that you couldn't dodge a crocodile? Was it
his name Taj? Is Taj, yeah, Taj.
Yeah, to us it's Taj. He might pronounce it differently, but...
Taj. Let's cover our bases.
T-A-J.
But yeah, the threat is real, people. The threat's real.
The threat's out there.
Guess what? I've got your back.
And you know what rhymes with back?
Bully's life hack.
Yeah.
Let's go.
In keeping with the light of crocodile attacks on your wine caskets...
If you ever find yourself in the predicament of just being in your wine cellar...
Time out. I'm so proud of you right now.
What?
I could never say a word so big as predicament.
If you ever find yourself in the predicament of being just face to face with a crocodile, okay.
Penis jokes aside.
If you ever find yourself face to face with a crocodile in your wine cellar, beer fridge just in your kitchen.
In a swamp.
No, I'm never going to find myself in a swamp.
In the bayou.
But here's the life hack for you, right? So
you take a dumbass.
If I feel like everybody was doubting my athletic ability last week, but I've got this surefire tip. What you want to do is it's a 2-pronged strategy. First step, always carry a knife. Come on, people. Rule number 1, you never leave home without a knife, right?
It's America. They don't leave home without a gun.
Wow. Knife for alligator.
Sorry, I just had to fuck you up.
Step 2,
because I know that
always be with a friend, you know? Never be alone when you're out in crocodile territory or your kitchen, right? Step 3, oh man, there's 3 steps.
There is.
It's a 3-pronged strategy.
We evolve as we see fit.
I just count very, very badly. 3rd prong, stab your mate in the leg so you can outrun him very easily. You know, the last person standing is going to be the survivor.
There you go. I always knew that I wasn't actually around to be, you know, friends or anything.
No,
I'm just crockbait.
You're crockbait to me.
Wow.
Why do you think I've been fattening you up all these years?
Fucking hell. Great.
I'm just about happy with that, you know.
Great. I mean, I thought that our friendship was based off from trust and loyalty and, you know, and here I am. You're going to slip me fucking cartilage behind me leg to stop me from swimming away from a fucking croc.
I'm just going to hamstring you.
Yeah. Should be alright. You'll make it.
Anyway, I suppose we've only got time for one more shout out, and that's just my socks, you know.
You miss them so fucking
I
horribly.
just miss them. Please come home, socks. This one's for you.
Have you ever looked inside, like, do you have a top loader or do you have a spin cycle?
Oh,
a front loader.
Good question.
Sorry.
Top loader. Had to think for a second.
Top loader. Oh, in that case, I got no fucking idea where your socks are gone. I saw in the on the news a bit that a guy found all of his socks in. He had a front loader, and you know how it spins around?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he found it in the fucking sides.
Do you know, we had like a weird noise in the dryer for a while.
You know what?
It was...
You might want to look
No,
at that.
do you want to know what it was?
No, what?
It was my daughter's fidget spinner.
No, Jesus, fidget spinners is still a thing.
Yeah, it got between the... No, it's been there for that long. It was like we stopped using the dryer.
I stopped using it since 2012, obviously.
Like and subscribe.
And hit that bell so you can watch more of this bullshit. And definitely leave us a comment. Let us know. You might feature in our next Beercast.
No, man.
Who would have thought? Love yous.
Free real estate. Free real estate.